Hi everyone, welcome back to my Facebook page. So today I'm going to be doing this very sort of neutral look for you using lots of brown colours, and it's also featuring the brand that I told you about that I'm very excited about, is the Vivian Condor one. I'm going to be using like all the products that they sent to me. They are an amazing company and I absolutely love their eyeshadow palette. It was so gorgeous. I was a little bit apprehensive about using it at first because there wasn't any matte shades and they are all shimmer, but actually I am so in love with this look. I am going on a date night tonight, so I'm definitely going to be wearing this and rocking this look. I love it, so keep on watching if you want to see how I did it. So I've already moisturised my skin. I have also put a little bit of lip balm on with my Esso pink one. And I'm going to use not so much a primer but like an illuminator. It's the NYX Liquid Illuminator in the colour Sunbeam. So I'm just going to work that all over my face using a buffing brush. Okay, next I'm going to use my one of my favourite current obsessions of foundation. I'm going to use the Infallible 24-hour matte foundation by L'Oreal. I'm going to use two colours. I'm going to use, what colours are they? Natural Rose and Porcelain. For my concealer today, I'm going to use two. They are both from like Superdrug or Boots. I'm going to use the Collection 2001. I can't remember the name because it has completely rubbed off. And then I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me one as well. I'm going to use the more pointier sort of side to blend underneath my eyes. Okay, so next I'm going to use my S1 Loose Face Powder to set underneath my eyes and also to use it for baking, and then we can sweep it away after when we've done all our eyeshadow. Just in case there's any fallout with the eyeshadow, it doesn't go onto the foundation. So it's like, it creates like a barrier. It's really good. This is quite good if you know, you do your eyeshadow after your foundation. I tend to do my eyeshadow before my foundation, but that's just a personal preference, I guess. Okay, so for eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using the Vivian Condor palette in A, and this is probably my favourite one out of both of them. They've got lots of lovely neutral shades. They're all really gorgeous. You've got like your proper purple as well. You've got lots of different variety of browns and warm and cool tones of brown colours as well, and it's just a very versatile palette for everyone. Okay, so for in my crease, I'm going to be using this colour right here. It's really lovely. It's like a lighter brownish kind of colour. I'm going to use my Real Techniques brush in the number 203. I'm just going to work this into my crease. With a really light hand, I'm literally just tapping the eyeshadow and tapping a bit more off because they are very, very pigmented. And it's better to build up the colour rather than having too much on the brush and then going in with lots and lots of eyeshadow, and then it's a lot of work after to have to keep blending it out, and it could just look like a hot mess. Okay, I have been focusing the colour more on the outer, well, in my crease, but more sort of on the outer V of my eyes. I'm going to take this colour next to the black. It has kind of got like a purpley, in some lights it looks like it's got some sort of purpley kind of undertone to it. It's really gorgeous. So I'm just going to work that more on the outer V of my eyes. Just taking a little bit and tapping it off. I'm using the same brush as well. It's always really handy if you're going from lots of different colours with the same brush to keep a piece of kitchen roll or like an old towel with you, so then you can just quickly clean your brush in between different colours, which is really handy, especially like myself when I'm doing lots of different people's makeup and I don't always have time to really kind of clean my brushes in between people, so I just have to swirl it onto some kitchen roll or a towel just to kind of get rid of all the pigment on the brush. So I have just taken a little bit of the black colour and just a tiny little bit just to darken the outer V up a little bit more. I've just been swirling it into the socket, just really focusing it on the outer V and not taking it too high up, and then I'm going to get a clean brush, well, as clean as it is, and I'm just going to buff around the edges just to get rid of any harsh lines. So I'm just going to use a little bit. There is a cheaper version out there, but this is the only one I've got at the moment. I'm just going to use my Too Faced glitter glue. I love using a glitter glue if I just want to intensify a colour a little bit more. And then I'm just going to take a flat stiff brush and I'm just going to pat it on the centre of my eyelids. And obviously the more you work it in, the tackier it gets, which is what we want. Okay, I'm just going to use that same flat stiff brush and I'm going to pick up this kind of more coppery colour and I'm going to place it in the centre of my lids, just as like a nice pop of colour. I'm not taking it too high up, I'm literally just stopping where my crease starts. We don't want to take it any higher than that, otherwise you kind of lose the illusion of the nice smoky effect and the nice sort of transition effect. Okay, so for the corner of my eyes, so sort of this sort of area, I want to use a lighter colour. I do find that if I don't use a lighter colour in there, I look a little bit boss-eyed. So I'm going to use this colour up the top, which I have used as a highlighter shade before. Okay, so I think now we can brush all this baking off now. And because it's a translucent shade, it's not going to, and it's really good, it doesn't have, so when you use flash photography, you're not just going to have like white bits underneath your eyes. I do find with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, that does happen a lot, especially if you do bake with it underneath your eyes, but I find this one, it's only £10 and it's amazing and you get so much. I've had this for months, but I haven't even made a dent in it at all, and I use it every single day, no matter what. It's like my holy grail. Okay, so I think we're going to do a little bit of contouring, and as I said to you, well, bronzing, contouring, and as I said to you, I wanted to use more of the affordable side of makeup. So I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution, yes, contour palette. This is the Ultra Contour palette, and you get lots of lovely shades. You get your cool tones, your warm tones, you get a highlight, you get like a more sort of a whiter kind of highlighter, more of like a bronzy kind of highlighter, and then sort of a nice pinky highlighter as well. So I'm going to use this middle shade for my kind of contour and bronzer. You don't need a lot of these, they're very, very pigmented. I have discovered recently this MAC 168 brush for, because it's got a slight angle to it. Yeah, it's got a slight angle to it and it's nice and fluffy, but it's all kind of like fluffy but dense at the same time. It's really good for contouring especially if you really want that nice sharp contour, but nice and blended out. And also I love using this for underneath the eyes to sweep away all the baking as well, which is really amazing. I'm just going to go with my Real Techniques buffing brush just to kind of buff everything in. We don't want any harsh lines. Okay, so next I'm going to use the Vivian Condor blusher. This does look quite intimidating, I know, like the colour, but it is lovely. Once you get it on the skin, it just gives you a nice sort of flush look. And yeah, you do not need a lot of it at all. It really is so pigmented and it will last a long, long time. So I'm just going to get a nice blusher brush and I'm just going to pick a little, look, I barely even touched it. Just going to pick a little bit up and smile. There we go. Really enjoy this blusher, really enjoy it. Okay, we're going to do underneath the eyes, just to make sure it all blends in and melts in nicely together. So I'm just going to grab that same colour that we used for our transition shade and just get a little bit on my brush and a sort of a smaller kind of blending brush and work it underneath the eyes. I'm just going to pick up that sort of darker shade that we used on the outer V just to work it and just to carry on down here a little bit underneath the lash line. Okay, so now we've done underneath the eyes and smoked that out. I am just going to do my eyebrows off camera, but I'm obviously going to use my holy brows. My Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel. And pow, we have eyebrows. So next I'm going to go with my Vivian Condor mascara. This is really amazing to separate your eyelashes and to give them length. See how like they really separated how it really separated my eyelashes? It's so good. If you do suffer with like eyelashes that do tend to stick together, then this is an amazing mascara. I'm going to use my Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in the colour Hot Chocolate today, just to kind of tie in with the browns and neutral kind of colours. So next I'm going to use the Sleek highlighting palette. It's the gold one, and I'm just going to use my Real Techniques brush. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of these two shades. Glowing Goddess. Now I'm just going to fill in the centre of my lips with Wish Me a Rose, the more pinky kind of colour. And then I'm going to go in with my Vivian Condor lipstick. Lovely. Okay, and then just to finish, I'm just going to use a little bit of my NYX setting spray. Okay guys, and this is the final look. There will be some photos to follow. It is a really lovely look for day and night times as well. You can probably, like for night times, if you wanted to make it more dark and smooth, you could probably switch up the lip colour. There's so many different lip colours on the Vivian Condor website. I really enjoyed featuring their products today, and thank you so much for sending them to me. And I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure you like it and you share my videos as well for everyone to see. And I will see you soon. Bye!